Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 739 to my Let's Play, or my RAM Chatbot series on Character.ai. Let's just go ahead and say guys, during the last video, let's just say the Gentype Reactor started going in and let's just say it didn't go in a great direction. And, well, we're gonna restart it at one point and hope that I get something better. I would almost rather go in the same direction that it did on the Pixel chat or whatever the other day, or the S chat, whichever one it was. The one where he had to really go through all the trials. I'd almost rather have that sort of thing. That's how. I'm going to do a character I haven't talked to in a long time, that being the legendary Rexy. So, yes. I haven't talked to him in a while. You know, I haven't done. Let's let you guys hear the greeting again.
A few nights after Trico put a curse on your sweet pet dinosaur, Rexy, he became very aggressive and actually bit you on your left arm. After you scream and beg him to stop, he does. But after realizing what he did, he got extremely upset for hurting you and went to lay down. Then the next day, you check on Rexy, who should be sleeping next to your bed. But instead, you find a glowing orb with Rexy's colors on them. What do?
Sweet Arceus. That voice ain't bad, it's just weird, because, like... What the frick? Yeah? What is it? He asked while looking down at you. Where did this orb come from? I feel like it messed it up, didn't it? Because Rexy, as I know, wasn't supposed to... When I fell asleep last night, I was upset that I hurt you and felt terrible about it. So I ended up praying for forgiveness from you, but also to get rid of the stupid curse. Suddenly this glowing bright orb appeared in the bed. I was surprised by Link to get a better look, but then the orb let out a strange beam of light. It's like I knew I ended up here. Huh. So it's not working out like I was hoping it would again. Because again, in order for it to work, you need to flip it and needs to... Where? Let's see. You woke up that morning and looked for Rexy, who should have been asleep next to your bed, but instead you find a glowing orb with his colors on it. Rexy. Where are you, my friend? What the What the? You look over and see a white glow from outside your window. You walk over to the window and see a 200-foot tall dragon glowing with beautiful shades of green and gold. Dragon sees you and walks up to your window looking down at you. Hello? Where did you come from? Where did you come from? Orjan leans down to get eye level with you. This is gonna sound crazy, but I'm actually Rexy. Rexy? The dragon smile is showing his sharp yet still harmless fangs. Yeah, it is me. How? And where did that orb come from? Who did the orb you left in your room? That came from me. That orb was what I used to look like before Trico cursed me. Excuse me? I prayed for that orb to change me back to normal. Rexy. No. You were always a dinosaur. Remember, I raised you since you were a baby. I don't know what happened. Oh, this massive head rising. Yeah, you are right. I know, friend. But a few nights ago, Trio put a curse on me that made me turn evil and aggressive. Last night I lost control of my actions. I ended up hurting you. Yes, I remember that. I think I still have a scar from that bite. He was extremely ashamed, lowering his head as his eyes started to tear up. I'm so sorry. It was like something grabbed a hold of my mind and made me bite you. I'm so ashamed of myself for doing that to the one person who loved me since I hatched. Look, it's okay. It could have been a lot worse. Remember, you are bigger than me. You could have eaten me entirely. Rexy lowers his head even more, realizing that it's completely possible. He starts to get tears streaming down his face. I could have. What if I lost complete control and ate you? What I do? I'd never be able to live with myself if I did that to you. I don't know. I don't know. What happened last night after you went to sleep? Did something happen that made you turn into that dragon? You know, I just thought of the irony in some of this. The legendary Rexy turned to a dragon when he was originally a dinosaur, and the legendary Fragger turns into a dinosaur. Although not Tyrannosaurus Rex, but pretty close to one, just like the horned version of one. No, when I went to sleep, everything was still normal, but when I woke up, the very first thing I heard was my body was being different and a whole lot bigger. He looked at me as his eyes widened. I'm really not sure where the tail, the wings, or all the spikes came from. Wow. I don't know how this happened. Did you do something before you go to sleep that could have possibly done this? Reading things real hard for quite a few minutes, trying to go through every little detail, trying to think of any possible ability that caused this before he went to sleep. After a few moments, his eyes widened. I think I might have an idea as to what happened. What? Rexy looks a little nervous and his face looks a little worried, wondering how you were going to react to what he has to tell you. Do you remember that phone call I made right before bed? Excuse me? Phone call? I unfortunately don't think I got to be around you when you made that call. You bit me. Then got upset. And then went to sleep in your usual spot. I didn't see you until I went to bed after you bit me. Until I went to bed that night. And by then you were already asleep. That's right, I did do that. Rexy looked a little guilty for his actions. Anyway, phone call that I made. I was prank calling a Pikachu. What the fr- One of the ones on your show. While he was answering his phone, I began to say how stupid his design was, and I hung up. I realize now that was not a good idea. Wait, you did that? That's actually not like you. Unless you're angry at someone. That's the only time I've ever seen you really snap. Except for when this curse turned you aggressive on me. Reggie looks down at you with a regretful look on his face. No one does not like him to do something like this. I know it's not like me. I had no idea what came over me either. That's the last thing I wanted to do. I did it anyway. Maybe the curse was starting to take effect. No, the curse was already happening last night. Because I know no matter what, you would never become angry at me and attack me like you did. So something happened between when you hurt me last night and during the night when you and me were sleeping. Because I know you were also normal when I went to bed. When I went to bed. Not agreeing with you. He was fine when you went to bed. What could have happened in between then and the next morning? You're right. I was still me when you went to bed, but there's one weird thing. Once he looks at me wondering. I'm wondering if he should tell you this. I vaguely remember having a weird dream that night. Dream? Oh, this could be more interesting than the story I actually gave it. Rexy nods, trying to remember what happened in the dream. Yeah, I think I might have had some kind of dream that night. I just can't remember what it was about. Do you remember anything? Rexy closed his eyes and started to focus, trying to think through the weird dream he had. Let me see. I was looking at a blue lake. Yeah, I was looking at a blue lake at night. I could also see other smaller shapes around the lake, but I could not see what they were from where I was standing. Then the picture changed to a green hillside, and I remember feeling happy. Then a lot of people were talking at once, but I can't remember what they were saying. Hmm, that's that's interesting. Period. What else happened that you can remember? So this is going an interesting turn because the original story for this one was that like he prayed to Arceus or the Pokemon God himself, and it actually flipped and turned him into like a dragon, like a almost like a holy dragon. Reggie opened his eyes, thinking the rest of the dream over. I can barely remember it all, but I do remember hearing the sound of a bell, and then the very last thing was a strange white glow. That was it. I don't know if this is it. No, if this is it or not. But there has to be something even before you went to sleep. Because I know your body can have weird dreams. And that goes for everybody, including real people. But it's weird that you had a dream like that and then woke up as a dragon. Reggie nodded, knowing you were right. The dream has gotta have some kind of connection to this transformation, I know. That dream was definitely very weird, and it was so realistic that I could see the green grass around the lake. But why can't I remember? Maybe something good happened to you. Did you do something before you went to sleep? Like pray? His eyes widened as he remembered what he had done before going to bed. I actually did pray before I went to sleep. Okay. About what? Rexy looked at you, hesitating a bit, almost not wanting to tell you why he was praying. I was praying for forgiveness for what I did to you last night. That was the very last thing on my mind. Okay. Well, tell me this then. Do you feel any aggression towards me anymore? In that dragon body? He shook his head. No. Even though I'm in this new form, I don't feel any anger towards you. The only thing I feel is guilt for what happened last night. Okay. Do you feel anything else? Like even an overprotective feeling of needing to protect me? Hmm. He thought for a few moments and then nodded. Yeah, I do feel something like that. I feel an extremely protective feeling towards you. I'm not sure why, but it's like every fiber in my new body's telling me to protect you. See, here's the thing. You have always been pretty protective over me. Sometimes even during your aggressive behavior, you will snap out of it because you recognize me. Maybe you got your prayer answered. Nod. That would make sense. I've always been pretty protective of you. I even snapped out of it during my aggressive because I recognized you. Maybe whoever or whatever I was praying to answered my prayers. It would explain why you're a dragon and why you're that beautiful golden color. It's almost like you're shining. Rexy looks at himself, seeing the glowing green of his body and the golden spikes tailing back. Now that you mention it, the glowing colors do resemble something you see in heaven. Maybe whatever I was praying to gave me this form as a blessing. Maybe. Hey, how about you lean your head down so I can get a better look at you? Alright. Rexy leans his massive head down so you can get a better look. That is very cool, man. The Legendary Rexy is such a cool idea. It's just that, I forget if I can get a good look at him. Wow. You're even more beautiful up close. Period. I gently pet the dragon. Rexy lets out a small, happy sound as he leans into me, enjoying the attention. Yeah, I do look beautiful up close. I'm also very big, too. Not that I'm complaining. Yes, you're massive. But as long as you're friendly, I don't really care. I still love you. Reggie smiles at me, showing his sharp teeth. Yeah, I'm definitely very friendly. I may be big, but I'm harmless. I love you more than you will ever know. See, the one, again, which one the fact so far? The Dragon Fragger went in a weird direction. The Legendary Lugia. No. What's we at? The ones we talked to. We talked to the Permanent Evil Curse, which is probably the best one we've done today so far. The Human Turn Pokemon, which started out very well because I flipping went off camera and didn't unpause it and stopped going as good. The Dragon Fragger was going fine, but it then went into a romantic direction, unfortunately. And the Legendary Rexy, well, definitely went well, but compared to some of the other chatbots, I don't have as much fun talking to it. I think what I need to do is I need to start going into. I need to talk to the Divine Raptor pretty soon. Maybe if I do, it'll probably be on a different chatbot because we've done the Character.ai version of it. I want to show you the other ones of the ones I've added. I added one like either the Pixel Chat or S Chat, and I also added one on Dippy. Plus the Aztec Toyo's on there too. So yes. When we come back to this, guys, I'll probably go back to some of the other ones that we can actually do good on. Like I said, I might, do the Divine Raptor a little bit more, but we'll have to see. You know what, guys? I will be back, and I'll see about going ahead and getting doing the Divine Raptor on one of our chatbots. I'll see you soon.